So let's move on to a story that shook me to the core. Ray J not happy with claims made by Kim Kardashian in a recent episode of The Kardashians on Hulu, and he is finally opening up and correcting the narrative surrounding the 2007 sex tape scandal. I'm like, why are we still talking about this 2007 tape? Somebody take it, rip it up. In an exclusive conversation with Daily Mail, Ray J dropped explosive details about the infamous tape, its release, and the consensual partnership made between him, Kim, and Kris Jenner. He stated, I've never leaked anything. I've never leaked a sex tape in my life. It has never been a leak. It's always been a deal and a partnership between Kris Jenner and Kim and me. And we've always been partners since the beginning of this thing. They done bamboozled us all, y'all. He also said that he has been the biggest lie in the industry in the history of entertainment. Did the release of that sex tape do more harm than good to Ray J's reputation, Dominique?
Well, I think it made both Ray J and Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner bigger and bigger stars. We wouldn't still be talking about this if Kim Kardashian wasn't the huge superstar that she is. That said, this doesn't surprise me. It must be a deal because people that get on the wrong end of the Kris Jenner fame machine do not fare well. Ask Black China, ask Chris Humphries, ask Ye.
Speaking of Black China, Kim Kardashian donated $5 to her GoFundMe account. But I digress. Derek, how do you feel about this sex tape?
I cannot for the life of me understand why anybody cares. Dominique is right. According to The Sun and TMZ and some other sources, this so-called leaked tape put $20 million in Kim Kardashian's bank account. So the idea that they may have colluded ahead of time to release it on purpose certainly has some merit to it. But we've got CVS and Walgreens pharmacies closing in inner cities around this country at a record pace. People can't get prescription medications. I paid $92 to fill my car up with gas yesterday. The list goes on. Who cares?
Maybe you should do a sex tape.
Is that an offer?
You wouldn't have.
Where are we going with this now? What's this all about now?
Touche. You wouldn't be worried about that $92 gas. Hello, Ed.
Hello.
Look, I think the sex tape is probably one of the best business ideas in the last 20, 30 years. When you look at it, that family launched a whole empire. Television, siblings, beauty, well over $1 billion off the Kardashian name.
And it's going to be a dynasty because they have kids coming up behind them who are also going to be a part.
The kid's going to have kids and make billions of dollars off the name. And it all points back to the sex tape. Kim was relatively unknown before that and launched this whole spectacle.
Alicia?
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't convinced that Kris Jenner is a pimp, you should be convinced now. That lady pimped her daughter out, didn't care, and then made a whole franchise out of this. And Kim sent $5 to Black China. That's $5 more than anybody else has ever gotten out of Kim Kardashian's cheap behind. And they done spent all this money. They reinvested in themselves. Them girls have had so much plastic surgery. They could put Build-A-Bear out of business. They done build whole new bodies, faces, noses off this money. They reinvested in themselves. They're not gonna give you any money. I have so many stories of them coming to people's restaurants and telling them, I'm not gonna pay for my food. I'm gonna send out a tweet. I'm like, how about tweet and pay? But they got all that from Kris Jenner because Kris is a cheap pimp. And it worked out well for Ray J because Ray J wasn't working with a sausage, if you know what I mean. I saw the tape. So it worked out well for everybody.
I don't know that it worked out that well for Ray J outside of him getting a little cash from that tape as well in perpetuity, I'm imagining.
Yeah, it's the cash. It's the cash.
But I guess the cash did help him with his Scooty bikes and his fans and his earbuds and, he's reinvested as well.